Okay, so this is our really quick training video on how to mix the new white. Looking at your recipe with your large eggs at room temperature and your granulated sugar in the small mixer with the whisk. When you mix it for about 5 minutes, it's going to look like you're going to be able to see a figure 8 pattern in the eggs and sugar. So when you draw on it, it's thick enough to hold its shape, like Caitlin is demonstrating. Okay, and then over here we've got our cake flour, baking powder, and salt ready to add in. And then over here we've got the milk, unsalted butter, and vanilla ready to go. So once your eggs are thick enough, we're gonna add in the flour, baking powder, and salt, and then use the whisk to mix it until it's just barely combined. The trick to this recipe is having your eggs really thick when you start to add this flour. So once this is just mixed in so that you just can't see any extra flour around the edges, we're gonna take the hot milk and make a liaison with the batter and the milk so that it's sort of gonna thicken up the milk enough to mix it back in so it doesn't just sink to the bottom of this. And right now in the small mixer, Caitlin's doing a double batch. That's the most you can do at a time, but you can see how thick this recipe is right now. And a double batch gives you how many? It's enough for one half sheet. So if you're doing quarter sheets, a double batch is a good size to start with. So she's just gonna take that thick batter and mix it into the milk a little bit, so then when we add the milk back to the batter, it's a little easier to get it to combine. Okay. And then do you finish it by hand or you use a mix? You finish the whole thing by hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so once this is all mixed together, it's kind of a thinner batter than our white cupcake batter. And since I have no editing skills, we're gonna watch Caitlin mix this for a minute. And I have a customer waiting in retail, so make it quick, Caitlin. All right, so that's the new white cake batter. The end.